All right, so we're doing the family portrait inception style. So I'm just going to grab some pictures off the internet to do this with. You would, I figure, take them yourself. So I'm going to start with this first picture here, and this will be my outside picture. So it's a lady holding a frame. Right there, we'll cut it. And then I'll just grab some others to put in there. So let's say this was the next picture. That's no good. I want it so it has the picture-in-picture effect. Because you do want to see the face, so we could do this gentleman next inside of the frame. And what we would have to do is transform him. So you'd have to do edit, free transform here, and get it so that fits in there. And it'd be nice if it matched, you had a matching background, which you would do, and then perhaps this would be the last picture. Could be someone just holding the blank frame. Having the nice background that's the same color really helps, or I just like this one. So copy, and then maybe this third person. When we go to edit, free transform, make this one much smaller. Would go in the last frame. If I need to cut off a little on this one, I can do it this way. Because remember, you can't crop. Okay, so that gets the last one in there. And remember, you can always, whoops. You can always, if you had to, you can rotate as well. So if the frame is crooked, you could do that. But this is the basic procedure on how you would do this with the family portrait. Now, you don't have to hold them like off to the side like this. And this part here doesn't even need to be necessarily blank. Like I could do this all with the first one. Even if it's not blank, I could make some copies of the first layer here. And, if I did a transform on the first layer, so if I do a transform here to put this one inside of here, since the background is the same, it's going to work out really well. And I might need to crop out a little bit of the base there, so I'm going to do that. There we go. So you see, you could even in this case, we could flip it horizontally, and then you could put another one in there. So that's the basis for this project. This is not a difficult one to do, especially if you're using a flat background that matches, because then you don't need to necessarily make the frame fill out perfectly. Or just to get started, you could line up the frame, possibly with a white box like so. And, if it doesn't line up perfectly, it's its own shape now. So if you need to tilt it or turn it or whatever, you could always do that with a free transform. Like if it needed to just adjust a little, you could do that in this image, and then you could, throw that in there. This would obviously be white, or you could make it match this color right here. So, I could make this match. I could get the paint bucket tool and I could then click and be like, I want it to match this. And then with the paint bucket tool, I could, got to rasterize, I apologize. There we go.
now I could make it match, and now it matches and blends in perfectly. So if you had a picture frame, you could do that as well. So there's lots of ways around this. This is the basic tactic. So I hope that was helpful. It also works like if you're doing like one person's holding up a thing and there's several along there, you can do it that way too. So good luck